Welcome to the Geeks Attic. This is a book review of Star Wars Republic Commando, True Colors. Star Wars Republic Commando, True Colors, Book 3 in a series of Republic Commando novels written by Karen Traviss. This expanded universe tale takes place during the Clone Wars in the Rise of the Empire era, 21 years before the Battle of Yavin. Now, before I get into my overall thoughts and a brief summary, I'm going to ask that you go ahead and comment down below. Let me know if you have read this novel, if you haven't, if you plan to. Here we go with a brief summary. There is quite a lot happening in this story, making it a little bit difficult to summarize. Sometimes that happens, not often. But the heroes are not immune to harm in this story, as the tale puts the cast of commandos and Jedi into deadly situations. Weapons aren't the only object of war, but secrets that lie behind a veil of darkness. Doubt, insecurity, and moral conduct of the Republic is in question. The secrecy of the financial support of the Galactic War and its tools of conquest arouse suspicion in some. There's a quest to alter the lifespan of the clones. Man, their lifespan's so short, it kind of raises the question of where their loyalties should really lie. Now, before we get into my overall thoughts, go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you will, and subscribe if you haven't already. This book starts off so much better than the previous. I think Karen Traviss did a fine job setting a tone in this story. There are moments in this book that I found to be extremely interesting, and then there were some parts that I found to be very boring. I've got to say, Traviss has done well in this series, keeping the characters consistent. I still believe that the first book in the Republic Commando series is the better book. I really liked getting into the mind of the troops and the Jedi and their doubts that they have about this war. The clones, they can't help being clones, but there is like this gross vibe that comes from the whole ordeal. It's kind of immoral. You got this technology replicating life, speeding up the growth process, sending them out to fight and to die, not expecting any of these clones to live off of a battlefield. Like, they are just designed for war, for death. That's it. There is a minor spoiler here. I'm not going to give any names, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but there's a Jedi that leaves the Order, and it just kind of made me wonder how many Jedi left the Order during this time period, during the Clone Wars, because it was such a heavy burden, all the things that just suddenly changed in their life. They are now generals leading troops to die. Not just any troops, but clone troops that were bred to fight. It was a heavy burden. I know that a lot of them disagreed with this order, and I would like to know if there is a count out there and you know what it is, comment down below. Let me know how many Jedi left the Order during the Clone Wars. I would appreciate it. One of my favorite things about this book is that there is a character digging into the financial side of the war, and she finds the lack of reporting questionable. The budget doesn't really exist. Not just a lack of payments for the clone army, but the equipment, the weapons, the ships, the vehicles, armor, med kits, like everything. So much money would be needed to fund this war, and there's like no record of it. Weird, isn't it? Do I recommend that you read this book? I'm going to say yes. Even though I didn't recommend that you read book 2/000, I will recommend True Colors. So for the rating, I will give Star Wars Republic Commando True Colors a C+. It wasn't that great, but it also wasn't that bad. And that does it for this review. Check me out at thegeeksaddict.com and across all social media at The Geeks Attic. Have a good one.